cool thing was actually one of the people who was also writing the book this cohort put on a DJ who has been bullied, and he's also a motivational speaker and entrepreneur, and she put him on my radar, and so I've begun to reach out to him, and hopefully it turns into something good.
Oh, that's sweet. That's great. That's awesome. All right. Next we'll go with Kate. I don't think we can hear you, Kate. Yeah, your mic's not working either. It's probably your headphones. I think we'll come back to you. Cameron. Cameron, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Yep. It's coming up. Oh, you're lagging pretty bad.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Oh, kind of. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. You're like cutting in and out, but I think we'll come back to you in a bit. I think it looks like you're walking around, so you're probably lagging a little bit. Oh, now you're good. Oh wait, no, never mind. Yeah.
You can hear me? We're good?
Yeah, you're good now.
All right, so my topic is the evolution of technology in sports and how recruiting and media in the past years.
Sorry.
And something cool that's happened. I actually got an interview done this week with a sports scientist, and we, one of my business partners, we're releasing our apps. And, can you guys hear me? No, not at all.
Yeah. For scientists, you said?
Yeah, sports scientist.
Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, but you were lagging a little bit, so we'll go to the next person. Let's Nina.
Hi. So my book is about photojournalism and its impact on creating or leading a movement. And the most interesting thing that happened this week was that I was able to contact a few professors that were in Eric's LinkedIn network, and they already responded. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
That's sweet. Cool. All right, we'll try the people that didn't work again. Let's go back to Alex.
All right, am I good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, awesome. So my book's about food and kind of the healthy trends that are arising in America and everything. So one interesting thing, I guess, is I've been able to schedule interviews with a couple of Division I athletes to look at kind of how they have to structure their meals and how they're really on a tight schedule for everything going on them to keep them healthy moving forward.
Awesome. Anything? Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Kate, let's see if yours works again.
Hi, is it working now?
Yep, you're good now. Yep, you're good. She's lagging too, I think. Is it this room?
Okay. I'm writing about supporting people and making health behavior changes. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. You're lagging a bit, but you're good.
Okay, so I was researching online about how to support people in making health behavior changes, and I found someone who was a researcher on the field and has written many books, and I go to Michigan, and she actually is a researcher at Michigan, so I was able to connect with her.
Oh, that's bad. Ooh.
She has a speaker after. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, awesome. That's great. All right, now we're going to turn it over to the people that are live in the room. I'm going to be turning my computer a little bit. So we'll start.
My topic is on art in refugee communities, and something exciting that happened to me was that I actually matched the book and interview for Wednesday with an author that I follow closely.
I'm Zane. My topic is on the entertainment industry and specifically the music industry and people behind the celebrities. So I got a couple of interviews lined up with the people in Eric's network, but one of the cooler things that happened, I was like tweeting out at people for the past week, and this guy John Cohen, who's actually the like co-founder of the Fader, which is a pretty big like arts and entertainment magazine, liked my tweet. So.
We'll go over here.
Oh, hi, I'm Allie.
You're good.
Sorry, I kind of don't have a voice, but I'm writing about essentially like how successful people in various fields like manage their mental health. And I guess the coolest thing is I got in touch with one of Eric's contacts who like co-founded a healthcare startup. So I'm excited to talk to you. I'm doing something different. I'm doing a poetry book, so I'm not doing interviews. But something exciting was that I solidified at least 35 poems that I'm going to put in the book this week.
What's up? I'm Luca. I'm writing about like mentality in sports and like positive psychology kind of. And I've just talked to a lot of like athletes here at Georgetown, and they're all like super excited to help me. So I've like met a coach too, which is pretty cool. So.
I'm excited to see that all of you are very fired up about your topic. We're going to try and do this like around the horn thing, like every week. We want to try and like help you guys see if somebody that you know potentially or that in this class has like a similar topic that you guys could talk about. Maybe you hear someone else's topic, you're like, oh, my uncle works in entertainment or something. You can help out with a cool connection. And it's also just kind of fun to see like anything that happens. Like yesterday, somebody had booked an interview with like LeBron James' personal doctor and like all this other stuff. So like it's a lot of fun to see what people are doing. Also, I noticed that on the Zoom chat, there's some people that go to Georgetown. You guys can continue to Zoom in the future if you want, but remember we also have the live session if you want to join. So anyways, what I was saying is Eric is not able to be here this week just because we're kicking off like a new batch of authors. And so I'm going to play a video from him, which is going to serve as his talk, I guess, if you will. So let me figure this out. Yeah. So. Hey everyone, sorry I'm not really leaving here in today's session. I was there last night and I have to say, the way you guys were taking your
hours, you can share scheduling with your youth. More information. Couple key techniques that how do you basically make sure you have a dinner? Do it on speakerphone, then on your laptop. The OAE is designed to look at Outreach to the 20 people that you outreach and alums. The reason is that because you're on the alum. So there was like 10 companies. Out there, they're going to take us so long. That's really big. Just really that's what I get. But the more that you're able to learn, it can become a lot. It can be stressful. It's going to be awesome. You're going to have fun. All those sorts of things. And I have another group of authors who are these are sort of working professionals. You know how things are going.
All right. I'm gonna stop sharing now. I think it's kind of funny that he talked about my Chiefs thing because the Zoom people can't tell, but I'm actually wearing a Chiefs jersey right now. Kind of ironic. All right. Well, so we're gonna do some activities now. So these activities are very important. He kind of alluded to them. So I'm gonna start sharing. If you want to get your computer out, if you're all able to access your computer, I'm going to start sharing again. This is what we're going to do. First things first, we want to get to your update rooms. Hopefully most of you have seen them by now. The easiest way to get to them is go to the search bar in the corner and just look up updates, and then whatever your name is, I can see all of them. So, and then what we want you to do is with this template right here, just let us know what you did this week. How many 5-minute favors you did, how many friendlies you did, and whether or not you reached out to the people that Eric sent you with LinkedIn. If you didn't do any of them, like, it's fine. Like, if you did 0 5-minute favors, 0 friendlies, and didn't reach out, like, it's not a big deal. Just let us know. I'll do it again with you guys. So what you want to do is go to the update room. If you want, I'll navigate there. Do hey at everyone. It'll let everybody in the update room know. I did, and then however many 5-minute favors you did, you can 5-minute favors, whatever. Reached out to how many friendlies you did, and then I did or did not reach out to everyone on LinkedIn. It's not a big deal if you don't. It's more important that you let us know what you did. We're not gonna like get you in trouble or anything. It's like not that big of a deal, but please let us know. So I'll give everyone like a minute to do that. And yeah, Eric will be around kind of checking. He's going to be on. So like, as soon as you say this, he'll probably look. But yeah, please do that. Use this template I gave you. Let us know how many of each you did. If there's any questions from anyone on the Zoom chat or anyone here, just let me know. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, I'll start. You might see some of everyone else's updates. I don't think that's good. I'll stop sharing, but but yeah. So 5-minute favors, friendlies, and whether or not you reached out to Eric's people. Yeah, sorry, Zane. I don't want anybody to be embarrassed. No, you didn't do bad. Like, some people did 0, but it's fine. Which is not a big deal if you did. I should say. All right, and then great. So the next thing we'll do, I should just keep sharing my screen. I don't really know what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm trying to turn those notifications off, but like for some reason the Quip app is very annoying. So as you guys may know, this is a very important tool that Eric kind of alluded to. It's called Hunter.io. I want you guys all to navigate here, hunter.io. And I want you to go in the corner and sign up. I'm already signed in. Just use your Google account, like really simple. It's free. It's like not a big deal. And what this does is it's actually like super cool. So you can find the emails of literally anybody with like a pretty good degree of confidence. Like, and I'm talking like anybody. So for example, I would love to interview the head of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman. So I'm going to look up LinkedIn, right? It's going to results. And from there, it has tons of results. I'm going to try and find Reid Hoffman. All right. And then this is verified. So this is his email address. I could email him right now. And this you can basically use to find like anybody in any company. Except Facebook. So if you guys want to do, because they have all that like Cambridge Analytica stuff, so they're pretty private. But other than that, like you can get anyone's email. And this says verified. So this means like this is his email for sure. But some of them, as you might go down, will not be verified. So I'm trying to find a good example. Sorry. And like they'll have like confidence scores. And if a confidence score is like, dang, this is pretty good, but usually there's like half the company. Anyways, confidence scores will, doesn't mean it's like for sure their email, but like if it's above 75%, you can pretty much guess it's their email. And so what I want us to do for the next like 10 minutes or so until like 5:40 is I want you to start with, I want you to like find companies that have something to do with your topic and then look for interesting people within those companies. So for example, I'm doing a lot of things on startups. So I might be interested in like a big VC fund, or VC thing. So I'm gonna do Founders Fund, right? And now there's like a whole list of people from the Founders Fund. I mean, some of them have like more official names than other, like Peter Thiel right here, like the guy himself. But let's say I want to look up Sean Parker to see if this guy is real. He has a confidence score of 87%, so this is probably his email. And so I'm going to just copy and paste to a new tab, Founders Fund. And if he comes up, then you can like, okay, so yeah, this is useful information. He leaves the Founders Fund, so it'd be kind of useless to interview him. But what I want you to do for the next like 10 minutes or so is start looking at people in these companies. I would definitely do a Google search to check whether or not they are actually still at the company or if they're a real person or whatever. But just start looking up people on Hunter.io. You can do almost any company here except Facebook. And yeah, so like start putting these emails down somewhere. These can be great for your 5-minute favors next week, or they're great to just reach out to people in general. You can also from this look them up on LinkedIn, and we'll practice that. So I'm gonna keep talking, but please start doing that. Start looking for people, and I'll kind of be doing it on here I'll keep demoing it. Yeah. So. It can be, yeah. He asked you guys on the Zoom chat right here, is this a good way to reach out to people who we already did 5-minute favors with? If you have no other way to reach their email or LinkedIn, then it's probably the best way to go. But hopefully you have another way for your 5-minute favors. This is like cold emailing, like one of these guys be like, yo, I'm doing something with my book. Would you do that? And so collect those emails. If you want to get real zealous, you can start emailing the people themselves. Yeah. So any questions from people on Zoom chat? Is that pretty straightforward? All right, good. I'll take that as a yes. Also, keep doing that. I'll keep talking. In our sessions, I have message templates for you. This is under the Our Sessions folder in the September author group. It's like in the front. It tells you when you're emailing somebody. It's a really easy template. Highly encourage you to use this. It just gives you all the details. I see some of you are starting to get on it. That's great. And what this will do for you is it's pretty effective. It's straight to the point, and it's been pretty successful for us in the past. We also have a LinkedIn template to use for you. As you might have watched, we sent out these videos in the update rooms, by the way. So like if you don't remember exactly what I said, check your update room. Eric sent out some videos. But the LinkedIn and email templates are great. So I just highly recommend you use them. But yeah, so I'll give you guys till like 5:40. Please collect some emails. I'll be kind of demoing it myself. So yeah, any questions, just let me know when you have them. And I think I said this already, but I'll repeat again. Ideally, one of the deliverables we want you for next week is to hopefully have reached out to like 20 people from 10 different companies. So I'm looking at Snapchat. And these can be like, preferably not the CEO. I mean, you can, but like it's unlikely he gets back to you. It's more like these kind of people, like product operations or someone who's not as big of a fish but still hopefully a big fish. If you have any like questions, like should I reach out to this person or not, you can just ask me. I'll help you guide you. Another good question that someone had last night, is there a way to like just find a person email without having the company? I am not completely sure. Hopefully you have the company in mind. It has really almost every company. So hopefully that won't be an issue. But if you have somebody who's like just off the charts or like off the map and like a freelancer, then I don't know. You just gotta try your best, I guess. But in general, this works very well. And make sure you guys are like trying to keep track of this on your interview dashboard. I really encourage you to use that. It was one of the templates we copied over first day. Really, really useful. Helps you stay organized. Also helps us check out how you're doing. Yeah. So like it's just a good place to keep track. You can add to it like in terms of like columns or like make it as big as you want. Mine's pretty long right now if you want to go check it out. But it's just it is what you make of it. And I'll tell you, like just working with like 60 authors in the last year, like the people who use their interview dashboard the best, like tend to do the best in these things. Yeah. So another few minutes to do that. I mean, like honestly, it's pretty low stakes. Like if they don't get back to you, then it's like whatever. But if they do get back to you, then it can be like a really cool opportunity. It's just an email, you know. So yeah, what's up? Mm-hmm. That's a great question. So just to repeat for the Zoom, she asked if we find some of these people on Hunter.io, should we also connect with them on LinkedIn? I would say a definitive yes. It's also like just you can use the templates that I provided there somewhere, but it's really helpful. Like having that LinkedIn connection also like hopefully the idea is you interview them eventually, and so like just having the LinkedIn connection before it starts is something that lasts instead of like awkwardly trying to do it later. And also like going at it from two fronts might be a little better too. So yeah, highly recommend. And yeah, usually your email will be a little bit longer, as you can see with the templates. The LinkedIn should hopefully just be what's on template. Okay, so kind of start wrapping up if you're looking / sending any more emails. Ideally 20 by next Sunday or Monday would be great. And hopefully this will turn into something cool. Maybe you do get a reach out from like a big fish somewhere. Yeah. We only have a couple more activities and then be done. I'll try and get you guys out like at 6. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna move on. Definitely would use Hunter.io in the future. We're gonna use a little bit more in our next activity. But our next activity, if you guys watched the video that Eric sent in the update room, we really think it's some of your best connections can come from alumni. So I'm gonna show you how you can connect with alumni pretty easily, and hopefully this will turn into a great interview. A lot of people in this session today are Georgetown specific, but this method works for like all schools. So I'm gonna bring over my LinkedIn page. Here you go. Yeah. All right. So what I want you to do is go to your search, right? How you do that is just hit search and then like hits the search button. It's just like a generic search, just brings up people they suggest for you. And then from there, I want you guys to go to all filters, and then down here somewhere under schools, it'll say that you might be somehow associated with. I would select the one you go to right now. So for many of us, it's Georgetown, but Michigan or wherever else you may go. And then from there, just apply the filter. I think this is blocking it. Yeah, apply. How did you get one? Yeah, sorry. So from your home, you go to search bar. I think I did this pretty quick. Type search bar and then search, and just like don't type anything in, and it'll bring you to just the generic search page. And then from there, all filters. Something else that's helpful, and then scroll down and hit schools. Something else that's helpful, if you do a lot of first degree connection, it'll be people you already know. I'm not assuming most of you don't have like ridiculously expansive networks like Eric or something. So I would recommend going mainly second and third connections. Even second can be a little bit difficult sometime, but I'll show you what it looks like. So you hit apply. And the ideal thing is this is basically only people that are from Georgetown that are either second or third degree. I have my location also set to Kansas City, so a lot of people are like in that area, but hopefully it'll come up with like mainly wherever you're based, or find something you're interested in. So like what we want you to do is start scrolling, like look for people that have something to do with your topic. Like for example, this person seems to do something with government. You can do current students if you want. Obviously alumni is much better. I'm seeing a lot of current students, so I'm going to go to third plus connections. And so yeah, now you're going to start to see some more professionals. So look, this guy, or I'll try and find a good example, but I would definitely start doing this. Go to LinkedIn, start connections. This is also another deliverable we would like you guys to have for next week is reach out to like 10 alumni connections. I'll give you an example what I mean by reach out. I'm going to change the location because I'm getting too many Kansas City people. But yeah, so yeah, like this guy, I sent an invite yesterday. It was my example. He's a CFO at Facebook. Like this is a crazy connection, and he had a BS from Georgetown, which is pretty sick in my opinion. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Anyways, yeah, and so I sent him yeah, here I'll try and find another one to display for you guys. But just find someone you find that's really cool. Something to do with your okay, here, this is great. Head of Strategic Partner Management and Staffing. So what I want to do is I want to connect with her, right? So you go to connect, then add a note. I'm going to take this straight from the template that I was telling you about later. That's under the Our Sessions folder. Very useful. And yeah, so I'm going to bring it over here. This is what it looks like. What was her name? I can't remember. Sarah. Okay. Sarah, wanted to connect. And then add whatever school you're from. I do go to Georgetown, so I will say this. And then just a little summary of your book. Don't remember not to give too much away about your book. You just kind of want to talk about your general topic. For example, mine is about like high growth startups, and the reason I would love to talk to someone about Snapchat is because it's like it's in the technology sector, and it's still growing pretty quickly. So technology companies and high growth opportunities, just something like that. Like, doesn't have to be very much. Thanks, and then tag your name. And this is great. So what it does is you send the invitation, and then to tie it all back together, you can go to hunter.io. Now I can look at Snapchat, and then I can go to, her name was Sarah. I hope I spelled that right. Yeah, great. So this is a 71% confidence score. It's not amazing in my opinion, but it's probably good enough. And what we want to do is now take this and go to my email. Give me a second. Yeah, and so this is what we want you to start doing the next couple days. Or in this next week, is reach out to just 10 alumni. Yeah. So, yeah, what's up? No, that's you're just not clicking the right button. He was asking, I don't have LinkedIn Premium, so let me see if I can navigate. Let's see, if it's a third plus connection, usually it'll just be like a locked button, but let me see if I can find it right here. This little dot thing will have the second option should be connect. Did you find it? Okay, chill. All right. Yeah. So start doing that. What was it? Sarah at snapchat.com. Potential interview. And then, sorry, I'm trying to copy the template again. Let me. Yeah, so start doing that. I'll give you guys a few minutes to do that. Here's another example. The alumni template should be at the bottom. I actually realized I used the wrong template for the LinkedIn thing. Oh well, but shit happens, I guess. But these are pretty great. They're kind of they're pretty like connect with a fellow Hoya, but they're pretty effective. So I'll give you guys to it took me a couple minutes to explain that. I'll give you till 5:55 to do that, and then we have one last thing, and then we'll call it a day. So please do that. I'll kind of be working on some too. So yeah. Any questions from Zoom people? You guys have been a little quiet. Hopefully it means you get it. Try and send out maybe one today during this session, and then try and get up to 10 by the end of the week. Yeah, I feel bad for you, Sierra. I'm sorry about all this. But in the future, it'll be a little better. What's up? Really? Oh, well, perfect. So you can go to Hunter.io. Where does she work for? You looked? I'm gonna help out Luca real quick. He's trying to find the New York Mets. That's unofficial. Okay, so you did ask a good question. So some people you might not be able to. You need like their email for privacy reasons potentially. My best guess to get around that is probably like trying to find some secondary connections within that. Like try and connect with somebody that might be in the industry. Maybe there's like a significant other, like maybe like her husband or his wife or something. Connect with them. I'm serious. Like it could work. And then you have like a middle connection for you. Because like honestly, like most people don't just randomly like deny LinkedIn things if you added like a nice note. So that's probably my best guess for you. I'm surprised. I haven't really seen that. I don't think that'll be much of an issue. So I just search for someone else, to be honest. I put in this one, potential interview, whatever you feel comfortable. Some people obviously will be a little different. And you can kind of change what your book summary is based on like who you're emailing. This person, I'm mainly focused on the startup sector, but I would love to learn about a company that like recently was a startup like Snapchat. So I'm going to talk more about like a high growth company. Your interview is where you really get the content. You basically want to like get them to agree to an interview. Like obviously don't go like say you're talking about like food and then ask them about sports. Like you don't want to be misleading, but you also don't want to like make them uninterested. So just make sure you have the right balance there. Okay, so this is what I wrote. Gotta make sure you don't send brackets. That'd be kind of embarrassing. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna send it. And yeah, you want 10 of those by next week. Just looking through alumni. Doesn't have to be third degree connections. I'm just doing that because I was kind of getting spammed by other students. But it can be first, second, or third if you have a really cool first. Preferably second or third though. Yeah, I'll give you a few more minutes to do that. Hopefully get one or two in there. And not everyone will respond to you. Like that's just kind of how it goes. It's not really about our goal for you to do is like 15 interviews, like really solid interviews, with the idea of like 10 to 12 in the next month. And it really doesn't matter like how you get to that. The important part is like you do. We're just trying to give you a lot of ways to do that. Because you might stumble upon a great interview you didn't realize. And it's also important to like communicate with us your progress, even if it's not much progress. Once again, it's not how you get to it. It's like the fact that you do. So if you do like 15 in like 3 days, I don't recommend doing that. But like if it all comes together quickly, that's cool. But planning ahead and being proactive will make you a lot less stressed and make this whole process go a lot easier. So yeah, so I'm not going to remind you every week to do your update rooms. At some point, you'll have to do it on your own. But definitely like remember to do those. We'll be talking about more in the future. But yeah, there'll come more minutes to use LinkedIn and Hunter.io to hopefully reach out to some cool people. This might not be your interview or her email at all. I could have just sent it to the bot or something or someone else named Sarah. But it's just a risk you have to take. Hopefully she'll see the LinkedIn thing. Yeah. Yeah, so he asked if there's a specific template for alumni versus normal students. I probably should just show you this document. I don't know why I was keeping it in my other tab, but let's close it. So this is frick, fuck, I don't know. This is doing. This looks really weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm lagging a bit. Basically, this is under our sessions. I'm just gonna close out. And the great thing about this, still do. Oh yeah, here you go. Okay. Under our sessions I'll tell you how to navigate to it. Let me get to it. So this is our September folder. This is like the big thing here. Hopefully, this is our chat room. This is like book office hour, everything. You want to go to our sessions. This is where I've been uploading the sessions to, by the way. Message templates, and this is really convenient. Your 5-minute favors. I accidentally send the LinkedIn template for that. It happens. That's your templates for this. People at the interesting companies. You want to do this because it's a little bit more of a cold call. And this one is like alumni. Super useful. Highly recommend using these. I mean, once again, we're not going to make you do anything, but highly recommend these. All right. And yeah, okay, so I think that's good. The last thing I think you guys should do is definitely make sure you reach out for favors. I know that I did a lot of my 5-minute favors, and a lot of them consisted of like doing book reviews on Amazon or something. Definitely take that next step of trying to find your person's email on the LinkedIn and trying to make those connections there, like, or tweeting them on social media or however you might do it. That's always great. Twitter is probably the best to do it. But definitely do those. I'll just go through the deliverables, as Eric was kind of saying. We want you to do 20 more 5-minute favors. Hopefully, get you up to 40 by the end of the next session. Once again, not super high stress, but we would love to see you do that. Second, reach out to the 25-minute favors you already did, or how many you already did. Make that connection. Third thing is reach out to 10 alumni. Or 10 alums, I guess. Alumni sound weird. Alumni. And by identifying like 15, 20 going through this process. And then lastly, reach out to 20 people at 10 cool companies. So you're going to be reaching out to a lot of people this week. I know this is difficult. I know this takes time. Trust me, like, took a lot of time myself. But this is extremely important, and like it'll make for really good book quality. We would hate you guys to like go use all this time, go through this huge process, and then like be upset because your book wasn't very good. Putting in this work like now is important to make sure that you don't have that problem later on. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to stop sharing now. Any questions from anyone? Yeah, what's up, Sam? Mm-hmm. He asked for 5-minute favors. He did a lot of stuff on Twitter. Should he be DMing people? I would say yes. Also trying to connect with them on LinkedIn and email using Hunter.io. Now you have a great tool in front of you. And I mean, if you, and hopefully some of you already like started reaching out, that's awesome. No pressure if you didn't though. Any other questions from the people in the Zoom? Anyone? All right. Well, I'll take that as a no. I'll be uploading this. Oh, what's up, Cameron?
No, just had no questions.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, great. All right. Well, I hope you guys all have a really great rest of your week. If you have any questions, reach out to me. But yeah, that's it. You guys can all go. Have a good one.
Peace.
Yeah, see ya.